girly today. And we're going to talk about the store Club Libby Lu. So, my sources today are Wikipedia, thelist.com, glam.com, malls.fandom.com, the Washington Post, which I, for some reason, found extremely interesting, and the experience of being in the store back in the day.
I'm excited for this because so you told me you were going to talk about this, and I've walked into a
Mhm.
Libby Lou, but when I was getting ahead and I was getting images for our thumbnails for this episode, and I was like, I don't think I really know much about this. So I'm really excited for what you're gonna. I did not do my deep dive because I was like, I'm gonna learn from Amber. So I'm excited.
Okay, I'm excited to talk about it. So, I'll get into the company basics and then we'll get into the fun part of like the store breakdown and like what the store actually was. So, Club Libby Lou was founded in August of 2000 in Chicago, Illinois by Mary Drolet, who was a former Claire's executive, and her partner Montgomery Ward. Um,
Oh, that was a department store. Montgomery
Mon-
Ward's.
oh, okay, that's good to know because I was like, I know this name, but like I don't know why the
Yeah, it
name
was it
resonates.
was like a Mervin's almost. If you remember
Oh,
Mervin's.
I again like phew, so that
Throwbacks.
makes sense. Um, yeah, so the store was actually named after Mary's childhood imaginary friend.
That's so
I think that's adorable. So, Club Libby Lou was a specialty retail store that focused on providing a unique and interactive shopping experience for young girls. The stores were known for their vibrant and colorful atmosphere, with a focus on offering a variety of products and services catering to the interests of preteen and teenage girls. It's interesting that you made the connection with the Montgomery Ward because I didn't, but in 2003, the chain was actually bought by Saks. So Saks owned the company.
Okay.
Um, and they bought it for 12 million when they only had 11 stores at the time. In the
Hmm.
next year, in 2004, 50 store locations were opened across the entire United States. So we've just jumped from 11
That's
and
one per
increased,
state.
literally. In 2005, revenues were around 46 million, which was a 53% increase since the previous year. So Saks owning them is doing good things for the company at this point. And then by 2006, the chain had 87 locations. At its peak, Club Louie Lou had around 98 locations spread out across the United States. 70 of the stores were standalone, and 20 of them were within department stores owned by Saks, which I think is interesting because I don't ever think that I saw one that was within like a department store. But to be fair, my knowledge based on where we were going to, we lived in the Chicago, like outside area of Chicago. So this obviously the store was based out of Chicago. So I
Yeah.
think we were seeing like the Chicago versions of it pretty much. Um, and then so getting into the stores and all the fun stuff, the good stuff, because that stuff is the stuff, but this is the fun stuff. So, one of the main features of Club Libby Lou was Club Libby Lou Makeover, where girls could receive makeovers including makeup application, hairstyling, and sometimes even costumes. The store offered a range of themed parties and events, making it a popular destination for birthday celebrations and other special occasions. So basically, like the best way to describe this is like anyone who's been to Disneyland or Disney World, this was a mall version of Bippity Boppity Boutique.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes. And it was more of an affordable, I say affordable, but it was more affordable than Bippity Boppity Boutique. So the chain's aesthetic was peak Y2K glam, heart shaped mirrors, sparkly silver stars, a stage, and an explosion of hot pink and lavender to make girls feel like rock stars. At the front of every store, there was a fairy who dusted girls in fairy dust, aka glitter, and granted their wishes as they walked through the store.
Oh.
So, yeah, no, super cute. I remember this like it doing the research really brought me back to like some core memories of like because I low key trailed behind my sister. She was the little tween teeny bopper one, and I was probably too old for this store. Yeah, I didn't even care. No shame, literally. So, so a makeover at Club Libby Lou costs between $25 and $60, depending on the package choice, which is why I say can like significantly more affordable than Bippity Boppity Boutique by far. I don't
Yeah.
know what the prices are, but I can't imagine they're starting at
I'm
$25.
sure it's triple
So
digits starting.
easily. And it included, like I said, a full hair updo, nail polish, makeup, and occasionally a costume. And there were 5 makeover choices that you could choose from. You could do rocker, priceless princess, tween idol, superstar, or royal heiress. Shout out
Oh my
Paris
god.
Hilton.
Oh my god.
So when the makeover was done, you could choose between a headset tiara or hair extensions, and then strut your stuff down Club Libby Lou's bright, flashy runway in a feather bow, modeling and dancing to a catchy 2000s pop song.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, that's amazing.
who didn't want? And this was peak. Again, I keep talking about America's Next Top Model, but this was peak America's Next Top Model for us. So you're telling me that like I didn't want a chance to strut down the runway? I don't even care about the makeover.
Well,
I just want the
even
runway.
that, like, I remember, like, as a little girl, like, you'd have your slumber parties, and that's what you would do. You would put on your clothes, even though it was your everyday clothes, and you would
Hmm.
walk the runway for your parents.
Yes.
And
Oh
you
my
do
god.
each other's hair and makeup and do a fashion
Yes.
show.
Oh my
That's what
god.
this is giving.
Literally, do you remember too also back to school shopping was always coming back home and trying everything on?
Yes.
That was the fashion show too.
Yes.
So, right, like exactly. And we were already doing this and we were already having concerts at home too. Can you imagine like having the headset and being able to do a little concert real quick?
So that specifically, I didn't want to spoil it, but the headsets. When I saw that in the photos, I was like, "Oh my god, what did I miss out on?" Because that
Yes.
I remember like in 4th grade when Brittany was huge, it would be like draw a picture of you doing what you want to be when you grow up, and I would freaking draw myself in my Brittany outfit, like my stick figure in my Brittany outfit with the headset.
Yes. Which, by the way, have you heard? I mean, this is a little tangenty off, but have you heard about the whole Mandela effect about how when she was in the You Drive Me Crazy, she actually doesn't have a headset on when she's
Oh,
wearing the red outfit?
the red outfit.
You Drive Me Crazy, right? Isn't that You Drive Me Crazy?
Are you thinking of Oops?
Maybe it is Oops.
Because she's wearing green and You Drive Me Crazy.
Then I must be having it backward. But where she's wearing the like
The cat suit?
yes.
That's Oops, I Did It Again. I don't
Okay, then
remember
it
her
is
wearing a
Oops.
mic.
I remember her wearing a mic. That's see, this is so weird because we're the opposite ends.
Yeah, because she's like an alien.
I remember her wearing it for some reason and
Huh.
doing her whole dance. Hmm. Okay.
Interesting. Unless she performed in the outfit, maybe a concert and did it.
Maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, the whole Mandela effect is like half of us think
Huh.
that it actually she was wearing it and some of us don't.
I don't remember that. That's so interesting.
Okay. So guys, let us know. Was she wearing the headset or not? Because now I'm curious because we're
Well,
on two opposite ends.
we will make that our Spotify poll this week. And sorry, I'm going to tangent
No,
really
yeah.
quickly. If you're listening on Spotify, we are every week adding like a Q&A question you can answer or a poll, and it's just your way to get in the conversation. So be on the lookout for those. I always forget to
Yes.
announce it, but yeah. Or if you're listening elsewhere and you have Spotify and you want to participate, you can just go to the episode and find that poll.
I like it. This is a good question. They're going to be like, why is this the question? It's like, listen, you'll figure out why.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with Club Libby Lou at all. But it does at the same time because
Yeah.
I feel. Anyway.
No, Brittany was a girl with the headpiece.
Right. So I feel like she coined it, the whole thing, even though
Yeah.
she didn't. But that's how it resonates in her and Christina Aguilera, but I want to give
Yeah.
it to Brittany.
It's like the pop princess microphone.
Totally. Um, so in addition to playing dress up for the day, Club Libby Lou's VIPs, which were very important princesses, which I just think is so cute. They were guided by their club counselors, aka Club Libby Lou employees, over to the potion bar. This is my favorite part. This
Oh
is
my
where I got
gosh.
so excited.
You're gonna make me
Yes, get so
so
excited.
sad that I never got to experience this. Like, I want this for adults. Like,
Oh,
everything you're telling me right
no,
now.
seriously. Oh, I have that in my notes too down on the bottom. I'm like, why aren't we doing this now? It gives, and again, this also gives me like art stuff vibes, but like
Yes.
we couldn't DIY art stuff.
Oh my god.
Which, by the way, they should bring that back. Why are we not doing art stuff? Bath and Body Works could have my soul again if they brought art stuff
For
back.
real. For real. And I usually don't touch them because there's like so much toxic stuff in their lotions
Yeah,
and stuff. There's so much perfume and alcohol in it. But if they brought back art stuff, give me all the glitter.
literally. And I heard apparently like their wallflowers too are actually kind of toxic, but I have
Oh
like
yeah.
30 of they're all up in my house. I got to use them right now and they smell really good. So
Yeah, Bath and Body Works is so toxic.
they really are. But they're also connected to Victoria's Secret.
Yeah,
They're
they're part
under
of the limited.
yeah, so,
Yeah.
toxic.
Yeah. I think my mother worked for every company but Victoria's Secret in that corporation. So
Oh, damn. That doesn't sound fun. Bless her heart, literally. But let me tell you. Okay, so the potions bar at Club Libby Lu, it was a unique and whimsical feature that added an extra element of fun for the overall experience for young girls. It was essentially a section within the store where girls could create and customize their own beauty products, often referring to them as magic potions. This interactive and creative activity allowed them to have a hands on role in crafting personalized beauty items.
I'm so upset. Like, okay, I don't care if we're here or we're with you, where you're at. Next time we are together, I am like, I don't care if they have to be like the synthetic tablecloths. I'm buying everything purple. We're gonna have purple seat covers, and we're just gonna have a Libby Lou night. It's gonna be DIY, but we're doing this.
Yes.
We're gonna
Oh my God.
pop stars. I don't care. We're doing this. I'm so upset I never got to have this fun.
Wait a minute. What an amazing, like, our birthdays are within a month of each other. We could have like a birthday slumber party type vibe for ourselves.
Yes. Oh my god,
We're
yes.
doing it. Oh my God. What if we did this as an Instagram live and we just did it
Oh my god,
virtually and we bought
yes.
everything and we just like did it and like had everyone interact for our birthday? Wait, this is a good idea.
Oh my god, yes, guys. It's happening.
Okay. No, I'm obsessed. And it would be so fun because I actually remember back in the day, Pinterest. Do you remember when everyone was making their own like sugar scrubs?
Yeah. Oh
Okay, so
yeah.
like we can do this. We know how to do
Yes.
this. We're good. Okay. So, girls could choose from various bases for their beauty products such as lotions or lip glosses and then customize them with different colors, scents, and glitter. The potion making experience provided a playful and magic atmosphere. Girls were often given whimsical names for ingredients they used, enhancing the fantasy aspect of the experience, which just like I love how cute this is and I just want to go back to this. So good. I don't know. This is just the
Yes.
ah
It's just innocent fun. Innocent girly
right?
fun.
I like miss this part of like the 2000s and just being a kid and like yeah, the
Yes.
carefreeness of it all.
Yeah. And this was, I mean, we've got those like skincare 10-year-olds now that everyone's terrified of. But this was just like the
Yes.
innocent fun.
I think that's what it is it's I think we're in such a jarring like futuristic point now where it's like 10-year-olds aren't even they're skipping this fun whimsical
Yeah.
part of their tweens and they're skipping right to adulthood and it's like you don't want you're
Yeah, you
missing the
don't want that.
fun. Oh yeah, so while the focus was on fun and creativity, this experience also introduced young girls to the basic concepts of skincare and beauty product formulation in a lighthearted way. So basically, it was teaching kids, ingredients that they're putting in their skincare and what, is good and maybe not good for certain, beauty products. And they're also learning skincare at a younger age. I mean, this is the way they should be learning skincare, not going to
Yeah.
Sephora and buying these serums that they don't
The
need.
bubble elephant, drunk elephant bubble crap.
Yes, bring this back. And it's clearly like thinking back to it too, also like based on the one of the women who co-founded it, like she was a Claire's exec, so she got like the concept of like what works for kids, younger girls, and it wasn't too mature or. And I like see that was the correlation and that it kind of liaisoned over, but it was still its own separate company. And then just to say, so the merchandise at Club Lulu included a selection of clothing, accessories, and beauty products tailored to the taste of young girls. The store often carried items such as tutus, tiaras, glittery accessories, and other trendy fashion items to have the tutus and the tiaras.
Yeah.
Evan Collins, a co-founder of the Consumer Aesthetics Research Institute, told Very Famous Magazine that Club Libby Lu was born out of an experiential retail boom of the late 90s and early 2000s. Before the economic crash, people had money to burn, and concept heavy retail like Rainforest Cafe and virtual reality theme parks became uber popular. Throwback
What a
Rainforest Cafe.
throwback. Yes. That really was an experience.
Yes. Have you eaten there before?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you've done the whole thunderstorm and everything.
Yeah.
So good.
Gotten the Oreo shake or whatever, and then like
Yes.
the lava cakes and yeah.
Yeah, and the peak 2000 Rainforest Cafe, cuz
Yes.
obviously there's not really technically Rainforest Cafe anymore, but there are a
Mhm.
couple more locations that are still
Yeah.
open. One of them's actually here. It's what mall is it? I think it's like the Ontario Mills Mall. It's like
Oh,
this
interesting.
big mall out there.
Well,
And so
what's
it's
funny is the one I've been to is the one that was at downtown Disney, so it was right around the corner from you.
ah, where was it at downtown Disney? I wonder what that is now.
Oh my gosh, it's set up so different now, but it was right by it was towards the end at the um it was by the hotel. But it is set
Oh,
up so differently now. I could not even tell you like
you,
where you would need to go.
I
It's
bet you I
so
could
different now.
guess. I think it's the like World of Star Wars or whatever, like the Star Wars, like there's this giant Star Wars store right there
Wait, didn't we
before.
go in that?
I thought that was World of Disney.
We went into some store because they were like telling us we had to put our mask on, and then she went to tell me that, but out of the three of us, I was the only one that already had my mask on, and she's like, "I'm so sorry." I looked at her so confused because I'm like, "My mask is on. Am I losing my mind?" And then she's like, "I'm so sorry."
So funny. Okay, maybe it was then, honestly.
It
Oh,
wasn't. It was on the opposite side. Like it was on the same side as the hotel. Because like the hotel, there's the hotel, and then like the
yeah.
pool's kind of across from it. It was like on the same side. It's just so different now. I
Interesting.
couldn't even tell you.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to look at the map or something. But anyway, okay, that was so off tangent. But anyway, no, Rainforest Cafe is everything, or was everything. I experiential retail and restaurant stuff, like they were saying, that really was peak 2000, and that stuff was so much fun. I miss that.
Yeah, like it. And going back to our episode on record stores, like the Virgin store was like
Hmm.
that. Did you ever go into a Warner Brothers store?
Yes.
Oh my god, those were amazing. And then the Disney store.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Is like we just don't do it like that anymore, but we don't shop the
Mm-mm.
same way anymore, so I get why we're not doing it, but like that would make me stop going to Amazon. I would come into the store for that.
Since I've moved to Augusta, like things are more shifted towards shopping local, and
Hmm.
our Amazon sucks. Like Amber knows this, I've complained, but I'll tell you guys, like if it says it's going to be here in 2 days, it's at least four, and sometimes it just doesn't come. Like Amazon, we have one distribution center nearby, and it's you get what you get. So it's more incentivizing to just go to the store and buy things you need. And I'm actually really grateful for that. Like our mall is
Hmm.
alive where I was living before. The malls were ghost towns. So I really think, and I'm so sick of Amazon with all their fake crap. Like it's pretty much Timu. So I feel like everything kind of comes and goes. Like hotels are making a comeback now after Airbnb. I think people are going to start moving to cable
Hmm.
again. I hope we can get over Amazon.
I have beef with Amazon right now anyway because I went to go order something for Eric and well, for his dad because he'd asked for something, and I was like, oh, I can just do it on my Prime.
Hmm.
I'm convinced they had it. It was literally in the next city over. It was going to get delivered, and I think they just took it and like found the ocean and like threw it in the ocean. Like,
Yeah, like that stuff happens all the time. So I think people are going to start growing sick of it. And I really hope that shopping experience can come back
yeah,
because we cannot be ran by technology.
I'm
It's just not going to
over
work,
it.
guys. We need to be human.
I can't do it. Yeah. So I'm with you on that. Yeah. So I've currently got beef with Amazon too. I'm like not ready. I'm not ready to cancel my Amazon Prime, but I'm like taking steps towards
We're getting there.
it.
12 step.
Exactly. I'm on like step 2. 10 more to go. Okay. There wasn't much controversy that kind of was around the Libby Lu brand. I mean, the main one was that a lot of parents felt like it was a little bit mature for some of the younger kids. They didn't really want them to get the full faces of makeup and the full makeover, which no one was forcing it on you. You could still walk into the store and shop and just kind of go around. And I think you could even, from what I recall, you could do a DIY potion for X amount of money.
Yeah.
I think everything was, for a price.
Yeah.
So, however, there was a little bit of controversy. Priscilla Cabello of Garland, Texas, and her then 6-year-old daughter, Alexis Menyarva, made national headlines in late December of 2007 when Cabello forced Alexis to write a fake essay about her father as part of a contest held by the company where the winner would receive a grand prize of 4 tickets to a Hannah Montana concert in Albany, New York. In the essay, Priscilla explained that her husband Jonathan had died in Iraq via a roadside bomb while serving in the army. Oh yeah.
Wow.
While Alexis was getting a makeover in preparation for the concert at the Libby Lu store in Garland, reporter Byron Harris of ABC affiliate WFAA in Dallas went in the store as part of an investigation for the station and informed Cabello that there was no man by that name who had ever served in the military or died in Iraq. After the story surfaced and gained national attention, Alexis was disqualified and the tickets were awarded to another winner who was not identified.
Sheesh.
What is wrong with people? What?
That's like a special low because I get being the greedy and stuff, but to involve your child on that level of scammery.
That is gross. That is just gross. And this is like, this feels like the beginning of like the culty type of following that pop stars started getting because this is Hannah Montana. I feel like from her, and I don't want to blame Miley Cyrus specifically, but I feel
No.
like the cult following kind of started around this time with the tweens.
Mm,
Do you disagree?
I mean, look what Britney fans just did this week. Like, I feel like the 90s definitely had their. You know what? If you even go back to the 60s, you had those roadies who would, you know, join these. When you get into like the
You're right.
Woodstocky, like I feel like it's just always been a thing.
You're right. People are just crazy, and when they kind of all come together for like a similar cause, essentially, people can get very hive mindy.
Yeah, but I will like Hannah Montana totally had a cult following. Like I feel like Hannah
Yes.
Montana was the Britney of the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Totally.
I mean
Well,
Britney was the Britney of the 2000s, but like what she was in the 90s, Hannah Montana was in the 2000s. She was that idol for little girls.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So, I mean, it doesn't it, which is even crazier for me to say that I'm not surprised that somebody would do something like this for
Yeah.
Hannah Montana stuff. Just proves that it's like she was on that level for
Oh
young
yeah.
girls.
She
Uh,
was the it girl.
it still kind of is. I mean, not as it girl, but I mean, she's still up there. She's still popular.
Oh yeah, I love Miley today.
Oh
I
yeah,
I always had like a hate love with her and back then, and I
yeah,
think I could probably sense she wasn't being who she was. Like when she did, oh, what was it called? Like Gypsy something tour or something. I was like, oh, I kind of like this Miley, and then she went
yeah,
back to like whatever and like the pop what Disney was making her be, and then once she started being herself, I'm like, you might be a little crazy, but I have 1000% more respect for you and I love you this way because you do not care.
yeah. I think and plus I think we kind of started getting privy to the fact that Disney was kind of pumping everybody out to be the same. So like
Hmm.
when people started to individualize themselves, it was like, "Oh, I like that about you because you're not the same as everybody else."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, the company is no more, and nothing really juicy happened. The Great Recession of 2008 and 9 caused the U.S. unemployment rate to double and the housing market to fall by 30%. This caused most of the working class adults to tighten up on frivolous purchases, including paying for lavish, over the top birthdays. So in 2008, Saks announced that it would be closing all 98 Club Libby Lu locations. The chain had been struggling for to be profitable for years, and the economic recession of 2008 forced executives to finally shut it down in 2009. Approximately 1,700 employees lost their jobs as a result of the shutdown, and I mean that's just jarring to put into perspective. Is Club Libby Lu still around at all? The stores obviously are no longer in existence, as we know. However, Club Libby Lu still does exist as a brand online at clublibbylou.com. The brand has shifted into selling kids' backpacks, travel sets, and bedroom decor. So I kind of equate them now to like, I mean, they're definitely
Okay.
more, yes.
Hear me out, Libby Lou, if you're still in business. How about we do a tour where you do your little pop-up shops like a lot of these and give the adults this experience? I want to do it so bad.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is our new venture, do we buy a like food truck and make it like a makeover truck and we tour America just stopping in cities, giving makeovers to adults? I mean,
We'll
not
get,
us. We'll get
yeah.
makeup artists.
What do we call it? Bibby Boo.
No, Posh and Plastic.
Oh my god! Duh.
Which
Oh
is
my
actually a great
god.
name for that too.
No, for real. Like
If this doesn't
I
work.
we hope that we grow, and if we ever get to the point where we can tour, 100%. I love that idea.
Oh my God, can you imagine? We have the podcast, but the after party is just you coming and getting makeovers like Club Livy
Yeah.
Lou style. And then, it's our slumber party afterwards. That's the after party. Like instead of like meet and greet, it's like slumber
Yes.
party Club Livy
Oh
Lou
my god.
style. I
Yes.
can't.
Fashion show. Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. Headsets and all.
Like while you're waiting in line, you're in the audience watching the fashion show, and then like girls are just getting, or women are
Mm.
getting sent off, and so we just get to like, okay, sorry guys, we'll stop, but share this with a friend. Make sure
Ah!
we get views so we can do this. We just want to
I'm
bring millennial
obsessed.
joy to
No, I
Americans
can't
everywhere.
even. Literally. I mean, oh yeah, so somebody, yeah, so for the record, I just, because we went over this pretty much this entire portion of it. So glam.com suggests that Libby Lou probably wouldn't be successful now. They state over a decade after Club Libby Lou's closing, it's difficult to imagine the concept ever soaring to the same heights of popularity today. The hyper focus on appearance, the exclusion of boys and non binary kids, and the expectation of participation from girls who don't fit stereotypical imagery of femininity all elicit a bit of ick from the more entitled parents of the 2020s. And
Hmm.
I can agree with what the points they are making, how there needs to be a shift, polishing up and an inclusion of everybody. It can't just be focused on female. It can be inclusive of everybody.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that young kids and tweens wouldn't want something like this.
Yeah, I saw a reel the other day of a little boy going to the Bippity Boppity Boutique and becoming a prince. Like we could just,
Create that as
have
well.
have everything. Anybody can do whatever they want, and